Hi, this is Gary Kayye. We're here at the E4 Experience in Chicago. First stop of the 2019 tour. I'm here with Chris Smith from iMAGsystems. You may not know iMAGsystems, but you're about to get to know iMAGsystems, right? I guess you're hoping so, right?
Yes, indeed, certainly.
There's only 4 companies, maybe 3 companies in the industry, in the entire AV industry, that have all flavors of AV over IP, and iMAGsystems, based out of Australia, is one of those. Starting with the entry-level product, the iMAG Air system. Tell us about the Air and exactly what it does.
So Air is a wireless presentation switcher. We support all operating systems for presenting wirelessly to it. We also incorporate some HDMI inputs, which will either auto switch or can be controlled. And it also has its own power on, power off to control your display as and when signals are present.
So it's like a click share without all the complexity, but it also has a switcher built into it, which is kind of unique because you have 2 inputs on it as well, in addition to the wireless ports, and it's 4K, so that's kind of a neat feature as well. Now the next step up is the RAIN. I don't see a RAIN here, but the RAIN is your H.264 streaming, so that's the second level of AV over IP. So if you wanted to stream to Facebook Live or YouTube or to a website live, H.264, that's the RAIN. And
That's correct.
And then you go up to the Thunder. Tell us about the Thunder.
So Thunder is a JPEG 2000 compressed solution. It's 1 gig PoE running off a 1 gig switch, all based on standard network protocols for your switching and distribution on that switch. HDMI ins and outs, audio, all the usual features you would expect to see on a product of this type.
And so it allows you to take HDMI and put it on a 1 gig network, JPEG 2000 compression.
Right, yep.
And then this is the encoder, and then on the other end you'd have a decoder that pulls it off back onto HDMI to connect to the projector, and that's your 1 gig AV over IP product. And then you've got the flagship product, the top of the line, which is the Lightning product. What's the difference in the Lightning and the Thunder product?
Okay, so Lightning runs on a 10 gig network, but by working that way, we're able to provide we're able to run your signal completely uncompressed, which means you'll get perfect signal quality from encoder to decoder. You'll also get 0 latency doing that, or as close as we can get to 0 latency, with a lot of extra features like video wall and multi-view also incorporated into that product.
So this allows you to go 10 gig, so almost no compression in the case of 4K, 8-bit, or 10-bit color, and then now, what is this on the top? Is that a heat sink on the top, or what is that for? Yeah,
that's venting for the heat sinks underneath. We don't run any fans or any moving parts on our product, so we have some quite heavy heat sinks running in there. We need to get lots of airflow through the box to support that.
Yeah, and the advantage of having no fans is no noise and then no fans to break. I guess
Correct.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
So, and this is the Lightning product. So you have all 4 levels of AV over IP, which is kind of unique. So you got wireless collaboration.
Yep.
Then you've got H.264, then 1 gig, and then 10 gig. The 10 gig, by the way, is SDVoE compliant, so that means it'll work with all the other SDVoE products. But the other thing you have is you have software interface, and this sort of demonstrates, sort of like, I'm going to walk in front of the camera, I know I'm not supposed to, this sort of demonstrates how software-based switching would work to replace matrix switching, right?
It does, yes. So we're running a simple web-based control surface from our Director product, which is the black box on the far side there. Director, you can see...
That's your controller.
That's correct. You can see on the laptop next to it is a web-based setup and control interface. We configure all of our endpoints from here. We record all our presets from here. We can configure a control user interface, which you see running through any web browser on here. It's a comprehensive SDVoE control interface.
Yeah, so it'll work with any SDVoE product. And what's cool about this is you can actually, so it's like emulating a matrix switcher. So instead of it being a hard matrix switcher it's doing software switching. So if I want to change my layout, my configuration of the screen here, I choose the layout I want, and then all of a sudden I'm going to get that layout on the screen, and these are pre-configured by you, but you can pre-configure any layout you want, right?
That's correct, yes. It's a very simple process to create your presets through the web base for the Director.
Yeah, and that's the Director software, and it is produced and managed by iMAGsystems, right? iMAG. So that's iMAGsystems.com?
That's correct, yeah, iMAGsystems.com.
iMAGsystems.com, exclusively distributed in the United States by Almo here at the E4 Experience in Chicago. Thanks for watching. Chris, thank you very much for doing this. I appreciate it. We're shooting videos at every booth. Check them all out at ravepubs.com/E4.